Hurricane Beryl just went through and literally destroyed their fucking infrastructure. Now, my family is Jamaican and Panamanian, so I still have family members that live in the Caribbean. And what is happening right now with this storm, like, we really need to keep an eye on it. If you have family members or friends that are down there, like, please contact them, make sure they're okay. As Americans, we really need to like understand how much our consumption, our government, our way of life, our society very much contributes to and exacerbates climate change. Right now, the imaginary state is dropping 200-pound bombs every couple of minutes on a 25-mile strip. If you don't think that that is connected to the extreme climate change that we are seeing, you're not paying enough attention. There are so many signals, but this mass climate catastrophe that is happening yet again in the Caribbean is a huge signal that our society as Americans is not sustainable. It is not sustainable. And it is our responsibility as people who live in the imperial core to continue to push for a better society where our planet is not sacrificed for profit. Now, the death toll in Grenada is still rising. If you are somebody who cannot get in touch with your loved one, I really hope that you hear from them soon. If you're somebody who knows they've lost a loved one, I'm really sorry for your loss. And I will continue to keep updating y'all what's going on in the Caribbean. And if you have family members that live in Jamaica, that live in the Dominican Republic, Haiti, places like that, like, please reach out to them, keep them in your prayers, buy them eSIMs. And yeah, like whatever resources that we can provide, please DM me if you know of anything, and I'll make sure to uplift that. But yeah, like this shit is fucked up for real.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Yep. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the climate catastrophe, man. Whew, it's rough.
Yeah, I mean, it's a heavy issue.
Yeah.
And it's here. Whether people want to deal with that or not, it's here.
Yeah.
And it's all
It's,
connected to capitalism.
yeah. Yeah. Yep. Big oil. I blame big oil. Fuck you, big oil. Sound like I said it,
Yeah,
bitch.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest episode of Tea Time with Andre and Ty Peasant. I'm Andre, and Ty Peasant having technical difficulties. She'll be with us in a second. I think I see her now, but our special guest today is my cousin, the one that kept me from unaliving myself twice, the one that just dealt for me, and you know, Willow. Say hey to the people, Willow.
Hey,
So how you been?
I've been okay. How you been?
Just making it. Me and Mama. She doing better, but she's a pain in the ass, man. And the hospital ain't no better. They
Oh,
ain't telling me much of nothing. Like when she gonna leave. She supposed to leave today, but the doctor want to keep her there longer for bullshit reasons.
really?
Yeah,
He hasn't
yeah.
explained why?
Nope. Me and her, we speculate. She's on Medicare, so they ain't got many patients in the hospital. Hospital dead this time of year anyway. So we speculating that they just want to profit out her as much as possible and shit. It's just a
Uh,
mess. Yeah,
Well, I'm sorry she hasn't been released yet. Smoke up for her
yeah,
and
oh
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Um, what I supposed to say? Yeah, she supposed to have something as simple as a hernia fix. A mesh. They put a
Right.
mesh on you, and then turns out they did more shit. The doctor he claimed that she had a lot of like scar tissue, and they had to remove that and all that stuff. It just So her recovery time is double.
Oh my goodness. And
Yeah.
that doctor told her just to live with it?
Not that doctor. The doctor, his name Robert Perry. I'm gonna say his
Right.
name because I
The
don't.
different doctor
Yeah.
said
Um.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. He told her to live with the motherfucking thing.
She
Like
could
we
die.
all.
She could
I
have died.
know. I know.
It's, that is scary.
It is. It's very
Welcome to
scary.
the American healthcare system, huh?
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Yeah. The only time the American healthcare system work for people is if they rich.
Yeah, that is the truth. If you're retired or, disabled or elderly or, whatever, yeah, it's not working for you. If you're poor, it's not working for you.
And my mama, she worried about the medical bills. Medicare supposed to pay for it, but how much she got to pay out of pocket. It's gonna be a fun 2 months. I tell you that. It's gonna
Oh,
be tough.
it's,
Yeah,
it's going to be really anxiety ridden, isn't it?
yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
anxiety. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't blame her. Nobody wants a bill. Nobody wants a
Nope,
bill from the hospital.
I know.
They're
Yeah, I know. Um, that's why 38,000 people die every year due to lack of health insurance because they know
exactly.
once they yeah.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
mean, and the healthcare that we do have is, like I'll tell you, when my husband, when he was working at the other place, not the place he works at now, but we had insurance and it didn't cover jack crap. I mean, seriously, it did not cover anything. Like, why? Why do we have this?
wow. Yeah. What's the point? How much your husband paying per month?
Um, I'm not sure, but I can ask him. But yeah, no, I mean, it just, I mean, I know that the small business owner that he worked for tried to get the best insurance they could, but I mean, it just, and that was Blue Cross. Do you have Blue Cross where you are, Andre, or some form of it?
Yeah, Blue Cross Louisiana.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it just it just was not that good at all.
Yeah.
Like if we would have had to go to the hospital or have like surgery like your mom did or whatever, oh my gosh, that would have been in the tens of thousands of dollars. Easy.
I'm
Uh,
back. I'm sorry.
yeah, you good. Yeah, Willow, I know. I work. They giving mama all these medicines and all this stuff they got to give to her IV and all that stuff. That stuff costs hundreds of dollars. Then the
Oh,
hospital.
yep.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ty Pez, we were talking about my mom in the hospital and worry about
Oh yeah.
getting a bill. Yeah, yeah,
Hope she recovers quickly.
yeah, yeah. She walked today, so that's good.
That's good.
So
Really
yeah.
good.
Hey.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like they had to cut her deep. Like she got 3 incisions, like in the middle of her stomach and then on the side where the hernia was at. They had to repair the hernia, obviously. So
Oh man.
yeah,
That sounds painful.
Very
it
painful.
is.
Sorry,
How long
Gizmo.
living with it?
Huh? What you say?
How long has she had this hernia?
Uh, to be honest with you, I think she had a hernia since 2017.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a little hernia then, but I think I know how she tore it more. She, it was raining. She got a whole lot of plants in her house. Like I'm in her house now, like I'm in my old room, but she got a whole lot
Oh,
of plants, and it was raining, and she had them outside, and she tried to move them, and she
Oh.
strained herself. That
oh, yeah. Yep. If
yeah,
she
and
was quick or something, yeah. would do it.
I told her to let the guy next door. He's a young boy. He cool. I told her let him move him for you. Don't
Yeah.
move no heavy shit. Like
Yeah, for sure. It's not good.
yeah,
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 but you
but
know what? I can't talk because I do it all the time. I'm terrible.
yeah, 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 yeah. So how you been doing, Ty Peasant?
I've been doing really good. I'm just surviving like everybody.
Yeah.
I had two. Ow! The cat. Sorry, the cat just keeps on biting me.
Gonna take no mess. Just gonna take no mess.
Oh, don't.
Gizmo. But yeah, I just been today. I hung out with my son. Had like a me and him day, so that was cool.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, my little girl, she stayed with her dad, and I had to lie and just say that I'm taking my son to a doctor's appointment because I didn't want her to feel bad.
Oh,
Ah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we're taking him to a doctor's appointment. She's like, okay.
uh, yeah. Yeah. So
How,
Willow. So Willow. I know you. Obviously, you know you're indigenous, half Irish. Just talk about land back. Like obviously, the crackers came into America and took
fuck
y'all
those
land,
crackers.
and I just want your intake on land back.
Not my, I love my cracker. LOL. Stop.
Nah, he cool. I'm talking about the evil
He's a cool.
motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a cool cracker.
Yeah, yeah.
bull cracker.
Ah, shit.
His cash app's right there at the bottom. All right, sorry. Continue.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Before I ask you the question again, Willow. Yeah, guys, be sure to donate to K. His cash app is iborrow11. It's on the bottom of the ticker, and also to donate to TP. I'm gonna put her cash app too in the
Oh, thank
description.
you.
Yeah. Okay. So Willow. So what's your thoughts on land back? Obviously I know your answer, but just tell the audience about land back.
Well, I'm pro land back. And what a lot of people don't understand is that land back is not about like evicting people, making them go back, or any of that stuff. What it is it's about the land, who takes care of it, our relationship with the land, our relationship with the environment. That's what land back is about who takes care of the land. So we want our land back so that we can take care of it. Because indigenous ways are much more sustainable than what we have now. We have
Facts.
everything is industrialized and it's poisoned the land and the water. I mean, we have microplastics in our blood.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what land back is about. It's about who stewards the land, who has a relationship with the land. So a lot of people are
Yep.
confused about that, especially a lot of leftists. They seem
Oh
to be
yeah.
about that.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They think that land back is you need to go back to Europe. Well, you know what? If you're going to have an attitude, get the fuck on back.
Oh yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
get the fuck on back to Europe or wherever your people
Go
came from.
back to Europe, motherfuckers.
Go back to
Yep.
Europe, motherfucker. Get out.
Go, get out.
Keep hope out of my house. Get out! Get out! Mark, you just kicked us out of here. Well, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. Bye.
But, you know, a lot of people think it's just about that. They think it's nationalistic, and it's not. It's not nationalistic or ethnocentric or any of that stuff. I think that white people are just afraid to give the land back to natives. You know, to say yes, you can govern this land. You know, I think that it challenges their power. It challenges industry. And they're capitalists. They're in the business of making money. That's what they do. They don't
Mm.
care about the land. They don't care about the water. Big oil is especially pernicious. I mean,
Facts.
they're trying to like, I mean, they're building pipelines across native land that they should not legally have access to. And that's a big problem for me. So yeah, we want the land back. We want to take care of it.
And that's
So let
understandable.
out
Yeah.
there, we're not colonizers. We didn't grow up the same. Our teachings are different. We are not you. We are different.
Facts.
And we have
Exactly.
to with the land. We are not the same. So let us have it back so that we can take good care of it.
And you guys will take good care of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and I told my mama, I said, Mama, America's a beautiful country. It's just the problem is that the greedy motherfuckers in the suits, they the real motherfucking criminals.
Yeah, all
Shit.
they want to do is make their money. They don't care what happens. They probably know about climate change. They're not stupid, but
Yeah, and also too,
they just don't care.
the same motherfuckers been funding billions of dollars trying to propagandize the people that say that climate change isn't real. So yeah,
Do you guys ever wonder, like, does the prospect of climate change and not being under their control, is that what's freaking them out? So that they don't do anything about it and they just sit there and pretend it's not happening? Do you think that there are people out there who don't realize that climate change is happening now? Because I
Yeah,
wonder if there are.
mm-hmm.
like here, like we're under a heat advisory in Florida, and
Oh, how?
I think I'm not really sure, but it just said heat advisory, so I didn't check the index. But when I took my son swimming, like the water was warm, like hot. It was like swimming
Yeah,
in literal like hot bath water. So I'm like, that doesn't seem very normal.
yeah,
Oh,
But
yeah.
what you were saying, Willow, like, do you think you're saying that some people may not know that this is actually happening right now? And I think not a lot, but I think like some people they don't think it's happening now.
there are people like that, but dang, man, the heat.
I
How
know.
do you not
There's
see it? All these areas that were very moist, and cool,
Mm-hmm.
they, they're on fire. Palm trees are like wilting. Palm trees, whole trees. And so, it's I wonder like where do you have to be to not see the change?
Well, you got to be the super ultra wealthy because they got their ACs and they got their homes that are just always like the best comfortable temperature for them. While the poor
Uh,
people, we gotta feel it.
yeah,
We feel the heat. Like we can't escape it. If our AC breaks, we gotta wait a while for someone to fix it. Like they don't really feel the effects of climate change until maybe, I don't know, more yachts start sinking. I don't know, maybe more like beachfront properties get destroyed. I don't know.
yeah, correct.
Yeah, you know what? I always look at those videos of these houses that are on the beach, and they're all falling into the water and everything. And I think, I bet you feel real good about spending all that money on that house that just went into the water.
Right? And what privilege?
Right.
Like they have so much privilege that they can just be like, okay, well, I guess I'll just buy another house, or you know.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But no, I do wonder. And I mean, I can see wealthy people not caring about it because they're not affected by it.
Yeah.
Uh, but, like, say your average construction worker, okay? Say they're out in the heat. Tell me that they don't realize that something has changed.
Oh, they
Like,
Mm,
realize
some
it.
parts, right?
some yes, some no. Yeah.
Yeah.
because other people feed into the political propaganda about climate change. They'll like agree with Trump or something. They'll agree with Republicans, or they'll agree with the liberals because the liberals they're for climate change, but they don't think they think policies are good. They think like voting will change it, or like they'll think it's not too bad, so they're just not that hard with it. But they're aware of it.
You're right.
Like the average person you were
Oh yeah.
saying, I don't know. Like people should know that something is different. You would
Yeah.
think, right?
Well, I can definitely feel the difference here in Washington. I'll just say that the heat is very dry most of the time, but these last few years, it's gotten really like humid, and we're not used to that up here.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah.
and also the type of heat, it feels like it's going through you now. You know what I'm saying? You
Yes.
guys
Like
know what?
hot air,
Yeah.
like kind of like
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah. Yes.
I felt that today actually at the pool. Not no lies, like it was
Yeah.
crazy. It just
See,
felt like hot
uh,
air, like blowing or something.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why I wondered, like how can you not know somewhere in the back of your mind, at least question,
Yeah,
you know?
because if something's different, like it just feels like it.
Yeah. And all the
Yeah.
hurricanes, goodness. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the
You know
weather.
what? Yeah. You know what? I think they have a clue, but I think the problem is that that propaganda been drilling their head for so fucking long. Like you see, like they said, nah. It feel weird,
Also,
but it ain't. Yeah.
yeah, like it just I don't know. Some people just think that the world is just always going to be there, but yeah, maybe it is, but not for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm quite certain that the earth will protect itself. And,
Yeah.
whether that means we're here as a species or not, I don't know yet.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
but yeah,
I shared my
everything's
screen.
changed.
Yes.
Oh
Change for the
wow.
worse.
Uh,
Gosh, really?
oh, it
Yeah.
says I didn't know we are at a heat advisory. Well, I knew that, but I didn't know how like much. Hold on, sorry. Um, let me
Yeah.
see. When was this?
It was a heat advisory today in Tupelo, Mississippi.
Most areas, those heat indices still pretty high, mostly 90s and 100s. Those areas are still seeing the sunshine, even down toward coastal sections.
It's
Really?
95. Yeah, 95 to I think the heat index was like 110. Like,
Oh
damn,
my
that's
God.
humidity. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
See, that's what I was just about to ask you. Like, is it real humid there? The heat?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Now,
prefer.
in Lu, what you say?
Oh, I was just saying I prefer dry heat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Johnny said too. He was in the spaces earlier. He talking about how hot it was in Tucson, Arizona. He said it was 110 there.
Oh my
That's
God.
crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, I have a moot that lives in Arizona, and she was saying that she was sure that the bottom of her shoes were melting.
Oh damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. I heard
Yeah.
that last year.
Did
Oh yeah,
you?
I heard about that.
Yeah, last year was super hot. Yeah.
Well, it's only the beginning of July, guys. So that's, you know, it's definitely something to be worried about.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse. I don't know. Like I was gonna say, when I went to the pool, the water, it just felt hot. Like I was when I went into water, like it just felt like I was swimming in a warm bathtub. It just felt weird.
Yeah. See, I
Yeah.
don't know if I would think that would be pleasant.
No, I
No.
was like, I jumped in. We had fun, me and my son, but it wasn't refreshing. I just had to stay under or stay close in the water to like feel something.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just felt like warm. And then when you get out, you feel the heat, like a, I don't know, like a weird wind, but it was like hot and humid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no relief.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what people are going to do. Like, Like I think about things all the time, that are related to climate change, and like I wonder if people are going to have to start working at night, you know, and
Hey,
everything. Yes, I mean, like you say here, we've got this headline, you know, uh,
yeah.
local rules in Texas requiring
Mm-hmm.
water breaks for construction workers will be nullified.
That's crazy.
There's people going to be dropping dead.
Yeah, it's gonna people be they're gonna be dying
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it says Governor Greg Abbott approved a law this week that will eliminate city and county ordinances like Austin and Dallas mandated water breaks. Wow, man, these motherfucking politicians have no fucking spine, bro. They have no heart. I mean, no
None.
heart.
No, Greg Abbott is a psychopath. I'm just going to say that. Yes, Mr. Abbott, I think you're a psychopath. That's just my opinion.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Have no heart. No, have no heart. Like
None.
you're right, Willow. They gonna drop dead.
They
Like,
are. That's actually going to happen. People are going to die. And what you want to bet, the mainstream media totally covers up all these deaths. What do you want to
oh
bet?
yeah. Like they, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I worked with my uncle last year. I came up back up to Mississippi actually. It was in September, and I was helping him with his garden. Him and my aunt have a garden, and I was helping them plow it. And I'm like, guys, like I couldn't be out there for like 30 minutes. Like I was dripping sweat. I was short of breath. I had to go in the house for like an hour and cool down. Like it was just 85 degrees with the
Oh,
humidity.
oh,
Yes.
humidity too. That'll just,
Yes.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I went
know.
to visit my brother in Houston one year, and
Sorry, I'm back. Me, Andre?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Can't hear
and maybe.
Willow.
Oh, I think for me, my it's thundering and storming out there, so maybe that's what it's doing.
Oh.
My internet's kind of
Oh.
choppy. That's why.
Oh. Okay. Like we
Willow.
lost Willows.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
You got a lot of editing to do, huh?
Yeah. Another round of editing. I'm
I'm
telling you.
sorry.
Oh, it's good. Hopefully we get Willow back. Uh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. It's so different. Like my garden. I grew a community garden.
Oh,
It ain't doing
yeah.
good. It
Oh, I'm
ain't doing
sorry.
good. Yeah. I don't know. So this my.
Yeah,
I, yeah, you
something
go ahead.
feels something feels different. Also, what Travis was telling me too, that it was like cold one day over there where he lives, but then it's the summer. Like the weather's going all crazy. And then today was so hot in the pool. The water was like hot. I don't know, just things feel different. And it's like there's going to be a point where not a lot of people can't escape it anymore. And what are we going to do then? Revolt? We should, because if not, we're going to be fucked. The rich people don't give a fuck until
Yeah.
more of their property gets destroyed, and then they'll go to an underground bunker. But how long can you stay underground? So eventually it's going to get them to
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's
no
go get
no
everybody.
no amount of money. Like it can hold off for a bit, but in the end it'll get them to.
Yeah.
And we're
it,
going to we'll get it first.
Yeah. What say
Willow,
Willow?
yes, I'm back.
welcome back.
We're having
Thank
technical difficulties around here.
Yeah, it's
you.
storming on my end.
Oh,
My
is
mama
it?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, my mama Wi-Fi is shoddy, so that's probably what it
And
is
my
too.
internet's a little shoddy because it's storming a little bit, like thundering, possible lightning. So
Yeah.
I like storms.
it's
Me too.
peaceful, isn't it?
It is.
I just want to read a book and just chill.
Right? Yeah, I love the rain. I really do.
Me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just gonna get
Yeah.
worse.
It is. And
Yeah.
I really, the thing is that we don't have the infrastructure for any of this crap. Like wires
Yeah.
are
Nope.
missing and cable
No,
are saying, all this stuff is happening. And we don't have the infrastructure
no, we
to
don't.
make this sustainable at all. Like, what happens if in one town, like, all the electrical wires get fried because they're stupid and they still have their wires up in the air, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we don't have the
Yeah,
infrastructure to deal with this
that's
kind
going
of
to happen.
It is.
It's gonna melt, and yeah.
Nope. And also too, I hate when they say buy an electric vehicle. Like people don't have no money to buy an electric car. They don't
I
have money to buy
know.
a regular car as it is. Like
Make it
Yeah,
cheaper.
yeah, make it
yeah,
affordable.
Yeah, make it affordable or have better public transportation.
I think really
high
at
speed
this
rail or
point,
something.
the answer is public transportation because we can do that. But the problem is with electric vehicles, there is a very limited number of electric vehicle where you go and recharge. You know the recharge.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, very limited number of those. Again, we don't have the infrastructure.
But we can do definitely public
Right.
transportation. They really could make it fast. It could create more jobs too, more bus drivers, more just like
Exactly.
Yeah, high speed rail.
yeah, high speed rail. Oh my god, like it'd be amazing if they did that here.
With that, I mean, like, I could like be I could go from my house to your house in like 4 days or something crazy like that.
Yeah, or even
Yeah,
less.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
less. That would be
yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah,
It should
yeah. Like
better than but the airplane what is it called, the aviation whatever, the airplane industry wouldn't allow that.
no, 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 no.
Probably
It
not.
makes a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
did you see that they had to pay a fine, Boeing did?
Oh,
That's
I
it.
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
that. Seems like
yeah.
the
I heard
rich
that.
get away with everything.
That's
They ain't
because
going to
they
jail.
Yep, they
I
get
know.
away with everything, y'all.
Yeah,
But if we did any little thing, bam, in jail forever.
yeah. I
Right?
get caught. Yeah, like in Mississippi. Yeah, I get caught with a piece of weed in my pocket. I'm going to jail. But
Yeah.
yeah, but you
But a
can make an
rich person,
airplane that fall apart, and you get a fine. Like
Yeah,
which one more dangerous?
yeah, exactly.
right?
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, man.
I think that's ridiculous. That's another thing that needs to change.
Yeah,
For
Drug
sure.
regulation in this country needs to change.
Hold those bastards accountable.
Yeah, and you know what? These Puritan values are getting us nowhere. I'm sorry, but I would rather hang out with someone that's smoking weed than someone who's drinking excessively.
Exactly.
exactly, exactly.
Because you just chill, and
Yeah.
you laugh and have a good time, and nobody gets sloppy drunk or angry or any of that stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, want to fight and
Yeah,
you just get hungry.
yeah,
yeah,
which is also a bonding experience if you're doing it with someone else. 'Cause
Exactly.
oh yeah, it's a good time.
yeah.
And the munchies are beautiful. I love it. I get
Lord, I get
one
high.
of the munchies right now. I can't wait to eat some.
Do you think it's just? Do you think it's just because, like, I don't know, powerful people drink a lot of alcohol? Do you think that has something to do with it?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh no, we want to keep our money in alcohol or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm done. Sorry.
No, you're good.
You good? Hey Willow, have you seen this video? It came out like 8 years ago. It's about this new organization called Sky News. They went to the Congo to see how these children work in these cobalt minefields. Yeah.
Yeah, I may have seen it.
Yeah.
I know in other videos.
Yeah. Yeah. I just finna show it, just for content purposes.
Yeah.
Just, if y'all want me to pause it, just say, hey, something like yell out at me or something.
Okay.
This is one of the thousands of unregulated, unmonitored mines in the DRC. It's crawling with children, working like modern-day slaves. A 12-hour-long day of punishing work may earn them the equivalent of £1. Although one of the poorest countries on earth, DRC is rich in minerals. But a history of brutal colonial exploitation looks like being repeated now, in 2017. Much of it's mined by hand, with rudimentary tools in harsh, potentially hazardous conditions. And wretched whether or not, the rush is on for a mineral the DRC has in great abundance, cobalt, and it's fast becoming more precious than gold. It's a critical ingredient in lithium-ion batteries which power smartphones and laptops. An army of children are at the heart of the mining production. Wearing no shoes and in the most wretched conditions, Dorsan is ordered to retrieve the sack he's forgotten. There's an urgency now. The rains make this dangerous work even more risky, and Dorsan's told in no uncertain terms he risks a beating if he messes up again. Dorsan, with Richard beside him, have worked all day. They're 8 and 11 years old. Even this punishing work doesn't guarantee enough for food. Dorsan hasn't eaten for 2 days now. This is what helpless looks like. And he's one of the children making millions for multinational corporations in America and China whilst they suffer in squalor. For this, they'll get maybe 8 British pence a day.
Walitusukuma tunaenda tena tunarudia. Ndio mnashikia sana mkongo inauma. Mimi natumia mkongo nilimaka na mbavu.
The tunnels are dug by hand with no supports. They frequently collapse, especially during rain. The miners climb down using holes carved in the rock and no safety equipment. This most precious of minerals is often extracted and sorted by tiny hands. They don't wear gloves or masks, yet the World Health Organization says exposure to cobalt and breathing in its dust fumes can cause long-term health problems. We visited 5 different mines across the south of DRC and found all used child workers. Monica's the youngest worker in this group at just 4. But even those barely able to walk have lost their childhoods to mining. Natalie's 12 years old. My fingers hurt, she tells us. Miles away, on a different site, Makumba Mateba shows us the cobalt tunnel he's dug with 3 of his friends. It's physically tough work. They removed all this rock by hand over nearly 4 months.
It's incredibly insecure for them. Although this is really rich in minerals, and it's going down just 15 meters. There's no support bars, they have no protective masks or protective equipment at all. And right at the bottom, I can see water.
It's his village's water which Makumba's convinced has caused his health problems. After a lifetime of drinking it, he has a huge tumour on his throat.
Quand on est en train de travailler à Kitowe, là on cultive la tomate, en train de cultiver, si j'ai soif, je pars puiser de l'eau.
There are countless reports of other health problems from those living nearby and working on the mines.
On trouve les infections, mingi ni mama infection, ndio ile tunaona huko. Kasi mama anatumika ma carrière sana, tanzania mtoto na infection shulungula, mwingine kuna bima buton, mwingine ndio tunaona ndo makozi ile natoka mama mimba nenda ma carrière.
These twins are just 2 days old, and although small, so far they're healthy, to the relief of their mother.
Maminere unaleta maproblem kama wewe mwanamke unaenda kutumika hapo. Inaleta maproblem difficulty kama una mimba. Bo shi mwanamke ni mama yangu kunetupeleka kukosa mama yangu kunetupeleka tunaenda kutumika.
But even if they stay healthy, the twins face a lifetime of hard labour as soon as they can walk. The children's cobalt is sold cheaply to mostly Chinese traders who we film secretly. They don't ask questions about where their cobalt comes from or who's worked to extract it. They just want the best price.
The black part is cobalt.
Even those who aren't Chinese, this trading market has Indian owners, told us they sell onto the dominant Chinese exporter of cobalt, CDM. The cobalt first mined here is then sold again to the Chinese parent company, which then supplies some of the world's biggest battery makers. And those batteries, with ingredients which originated in DRC, end up in, for instance, smartphones. It's an intricate supply chain which allows easy deniability for the multinationals making huge profits. An investigation last year by Amnesty found similar human rights abuses. Nothing appears to have changed. Most of these child miners will never own a smartphone. They barely survive from day to day. And many other children like Dorsan will be back again tomorrow, digging out one of the most sought-after minerals of our time for a pittance. Alex Crawford, Sky News in the DRC.
Alright guys, what's your thoughts on that?
So sad. And I just look and I see my children, like, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That was
4
real
years old.
watch. And I've seen pictures of even younger children in those mines. And I'm just gonna say this. Is it worth a human life? Is your phone battery worth a human life?
No.
Because that's basically what we're telling them.
No.
That no, their life is, well, too bad.
Their smartphones, and then it's just like, well, is there like an ethical way of having smartphones? Or do you need? I'm kind of slow. Do you need cobalt?
With global temperatures rising, we really need to reduce our CO2 emissions, and to do that, we need to move towards renewable energies. And in order to move towards renewable energies, we really need energy storage. So the batteries we use today are lithium-ion batteries. That's what we use in our cell phones and laptops. Any battery that you plug into a wall is probably a lithium-ion battery. Those batteries work really well for these kind of small applications where you have mobile electronics. With electric vehicles, those types of applications also use lithium-ion batteries, but the batteries are very expensive. In my research, we make new materials and we try to understand their ability to store electrons, so to reduce or to oxidize. These new materials are usually sourced from abundant resources, so we think of things that are abundant in the Earth's crust, like magnesium, iron, and sulfur. If they were to be widely distributed, then we would be able to make a lot of them and not worry about resource considerations. So we're really a fundamental chemistry group trying to understand the ability of these materials to store charge and make it reversible. One of kind of the holy grail chemistries in my lab is to target magnesium sulfur batteries. So it's a magnesium anode and a sulfur cathode. Both of those materials are very inexpensive. Magnesium is found all over the world. Sulfur is a byproduct of petroleum refining. So we can use the materials that are pulled out of petrochemicals when we do.
I guess that's what you need, but it's just like, is there an ethical way to do it? So why do they have to use children? Why can't they just use machines or something like that?
Well, I don't know.
It is another way. You go ahead, Willow.
Well, I just think it's a form of oppression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could probably find a better way to mine it without hurting little bodies.
Yeah, those multimillionaires, they can do it. They have the money. They can go over there and send equipment, instead of like children doing the work.
Yeah, pay a living wage, all these things. But you know what? It goes back to land. It always goes back to land.
Mm-hmm.
They're not poor. They're actually very wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Resources. And that's why they're being subjugated and forced to go into these mines and forced to put their life, at risk every day. And but they don't. The money is not in their hands for this cobalt. They're not. I mean, what are they getting out of it?
Nothing.
A
Yeah.
few pence.
Nothing. They get a few cents.
So it's like,
Yep.
how can they get their land back so they can do what they want with their resources? It's like how can they probably revolt, but that'll take, I don't know. Like I don't really know. I'm just saying like that would probably be the only way for them to regain their power.
And I hope they do.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, look, sometimes there's only one response to prolonged violence, and that's violence.
Those are babies that are getting like sick and
Exactly.
killed. Like, did you
And
see about
cancer.
about the lady that had the twins, those beautiful twins, and
Yeah.
then they said like
Yeah.
they're gonna be to a life of labor. It's like, can anyone intervene? Can anyone save them? Like,
Well, you know, I don't know because there's, you know, the colonizers have such a grip on that area.
and they have like what armies or something that like instill,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So, I mean,
Yep.
because they're literally forcing these children to do this work and these adults.
hmm
You can see what it's doing to the land. I just, you know, to their bodies because the land is them and they are the land. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
Does that make sense to you guys?
yeah,
Oh yeah. 100%.
Whatever
And
happens
also,
to the land happens to us.
yeah,
yes.
So that poison that these, you know, children and adults are exposed to on the daily, you know, this has got to stop. You know, somebody's got to just like decide that, you know, this colonization, okay, we're done. You know, like
yeah.
worldwide, everybody, everywhere.
Yeah, it's not worth babies getting murdered and killed, like getting sick. There has to be another ethical way.
Right? I mean, I'm fine going back to just having a phone in my house.
Same.
You
Me
know?
too.
As
Yeah.
long as I can be in contact with who I need to be in contact, that's fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And I read
people
books.
don't need new iPhones every year.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. That's the problem right there.
And I wonder, you know, they make all these laptops like really cheap, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And, but they don't work that well and they
Yeah.
don't that long. So how many lives are we throwing away when we have to get a new laptop? Do you see what?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, same with phones too. They make cheap Android phones, and
Oh
they
And
yeah.
last about a year, and
yeah,
they
yeah. And they keep making
yeah.
new iPhones, like you were talking about. It's like they make you have to get a new one, or like because of they make it kind of like not necessarily perfect, but in a way where you have to get one within 2 years or so.
Yeah, they make the battery material cheaper.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And also too, it's another way they can not use cobalt. It's other ways, but
Yeah.
cobalt is more
Cheap
accessible and
Um,
cheaper. Yeah,
cheaper. Oh, okay.
for
yeah,
them, yeah. But
yeah,
what is the cost in human lives?
yeah,
So many. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't
And
even know that like a gazillion, bajillion dollars
yeah,
worth of life. I mean,
The powers that be don't care about children. If you notice, like literal, babies, Palestine getting murdered. These are babies, and like what's happening in the Kobo, like it's so crazy. Like people should be in an uproar, especially America. There's so-called a Christian nation or whatever they call themselves that, but like,
they
yeah,
call themselves that.
yeah.
right? They call themselves
Under
that,
God.
but yeah, all that crap. And but like, there should be more uproar about children getting murdered. Like these are babies. It's supposed to be like one of the most innocent beings besides animals, like that are getting slaughtered, and people are just like, oh, it's another day.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's one thing I think you can like I think you can go back in history and like judge the society on the way that they treat the children.
Yeah.
You know, because it seems as if things get worse and we, you know, are rapidly accelerating fascism.
Yeah.
You know, that things are worse for children. I mean, my God, you guys, we have babies being shot in our schools. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
These
all
shooter drills.
Africa that are having to mine for this cobalt, and it's breaking down their bodies, y'all, when they're talking about all of that pain that they're experiencing.
And the women are literally having babies just to put them to work, like as soon as they can walk. That's fucking crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is that is Africa is like the best example. I think for most people because they're more familiar with what's going on in Africa. I mean, never mind the fact that there are a lot of Navajo that still don't have running water, but here in the United States. But I think Africa serves as a really good example for people. And I just, I don't know, I forgot where I was going with that.
No, you good. Yeah, I see what you were saying. Yeah. They use
Yeah,
Africa. Yeah.
yeah. As a, we just treat children so bad, and we allow this, and I don't understand it. Like, I wonder what has become of us as a society when we no longer feel that our children potentially being killed at school, when we feel that that's acceptable, when we feel it's acceptable for these little babies to die while they're mining, for them to have to start work as soon as they start walking.
That's wild. Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is. And in Palestine, all those babies with all those missing limbs and getting bombed all the damn time and with the
Poor. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
we haven't even seen the depth of what this is going to do to them mentally, much less
Yeah.
physically.
That's
And
what I
that
was
poor
saying.
and that poor baby girl with the jaw. That was wild.
Oh my God, I thought
Oh
I was
Lord.
going to lose my fucking shit.
I
But
was too.
I had to bear witness. But
I
she was
did.
she was you know, conscious, like that pain. I don't.
I would hope that at that point that creators just protecting that child and they're not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like they've got so much endorphins.
Yeah.
I don't know. I it is unimaginable to me. But we
Yeah.
think that they're not going to do this to us because they're training our police officers.
It's a practice. So they. What
Yeah.
about like all the cop cities? Like, you know, it's coming to our door, and it's coming rapidly. Not necessarily. Well, not. It's coming rapidly. Fascism is here, and it's
Yep.
gonna happen to us. And
And what then?
yeah, when they start doing that to our children, will the middle class finally wake up?
I mean, they're
They have
already
awoke.
starving American children
Yeah.
by denying them these food programs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
Yeah.
My children
yeah,
don't qualify for what's it called? Free lunch, I don't think this year.
oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Wow.
Well, because I make almost 17, so that's like probably not the you know, you have to like hit a certain bracket. Like if you get paid below that, I guess I don't know, but
Hey, how
it's
much?
stupid. Basically, so I was right. 15 is the new minimum wage.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy.
so yeah, I have basically, unless like when they have the option to sign up, I will try again. But I basically have to make them like school lunches. So
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
hey, Ty Peasant, you, I guess you don't. Do you qualify for affordable housing or something like that?
oh no, no, that's crazy. No, I'm on the borderline where they think I'm not poor. like basically I can't. If I was making 15, yeah, I would qualify, but I'm not. I don't
Okay.
qualify because I make over
Uh,
15 now.
that's
that's crazy.
ridiculous.
Isn't that wild? But yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's like I pay my bills, but I don't have anything after. It's like they need to put into effect, like they need to put into mind that Okay, yes, I pay all my bills. I can pay all my bills, but what about the extra? What about the food? What about like
Yeah.
anybody needs
Gas in your
anything?
car.
Yeah, like I don't qualify for food stamps either because I'm not in that bracket.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
It is just,
I
I
make
mean,
$22 an hour. You know I don't qualify for shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I bet you don't, you know, and I mean, seriously, is that so much money an hour? You know, I mean, think about the cost of
No.
everything,
Oh no.
and they're just going
Oh
to
no.
keep letting our wages stagnate as long as we allow it to happen.
Exactly. And all the prices are going to go up even higher.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like I went to the movies with my kid today and I'm like, no, we're going to do it 90s style. So we went to, there wasn't a dollar store nearby. So we went to Target and I'm like, okay, let's get some cheap candy. I was like, okay, we pay for it. Let's put that shit in my purse. Let's get whatever drink you're gonna get. And I'm like, we're doing it like back in the day. We're gonna get like candy from either the dollar store or like a different store. And I'm not gonna buy those expensive like popcorn and soda. We're gonna sneak some candy and stuff in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember those days.
Yeah, I
yeah.
used
And
to do
even
that. Me and my homeboy did that
my
shit.
son, yeah, my son was a little bit scared. I'm like, nah, it's good. We're good. Believe me.
Good. Mom
But
says it's okay.
right. And so what I'm getting to this is, did you guys like off topic, but did you guys used to like sneak into movies when you were younger, like different
Yes.
movies?
I mean,
Yep.
no.
Yeah, I did.
No, just kidding. Yeah. Do
Me
you
and my
guys,
homeboy.
me and my friends, yeah, in like middle school, high school, do you guys remember when they like had the title of the movie on each door, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that anymore.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It just has the number, so you have to pay for to get the ticket because then the ticket will show you where you have to be. It's like they got smart with it, those assholes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
them jackasses. Yeah,
And so
I
you don't
remember that.
know when the next movie starts to sneak in.
Yep.
But anyway,
Yeah.
also what I was thinking too, since we live in America, I don't know if you guys think of this, but when I was in the movie theater, it was like me and my son, we were like the only ones, but like immediately we sat in the very, very back. But immediately I started looking at the exits. I'm like, oh my God, what happens if a shooter came in or something happened? Like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do? Like I had to look at my exit. I'm like, okay, should I and I was thinking there's a teleprompter, that little window on the very top. I'm like, should I just try to push my son in there? Like, I don't know. It's weird being an American and thinking that could be like your last day. Like, you
Yeah.
get shot in school, like a splash pad, the movie theaters. It's just so weird. And what I'm trying to say is like, do you guys think that way?
Yes. When I go into Target, I know where the exit is at. My particular Target in Monroe, I know where all the exits at. And if some shit pop off, I'm heading them exits. Hell
Yep.
yeah, same way.
What about you, Willow? Do you
Oh,
feel like
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm constantly assessing my surroundings. Um,
same? Yeah.
you have to these days. And that's another thing. Being under this kind of anxiety all the time is really crippling. I don't know
Oh yeah.
how we do it. How do
No.
we live like that?
I don't know. It's wild. It's like I should be enjoying the movie with my son,
Yeah.
right? I should be enjoying it,
Yeah.
but I'm just looking at the exits. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
well, if the shooter comes, if he's coming from the exit and we're on the very top, and where's the way out? I'm like, the projector screen, but how's my son gonna break it open? I don't know. Got to figure it out. Like, instead of just enjoying the movie,
Yeah.
this is what my
Yeah.
crazy brain is thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same for me.
Like what Willow, what you said, like, how are we living like this with this anxiety? I feel like this at work too. It's like anything could pop off at any moment, and it's so sad that we have to be so aware.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
my mind, I'm like, oh wow, what about the average folk? Like, doesn't watch the news, doesn't like get into politics. Are they just a deer in the headlights? Are they not thinking what I'm thinking? Am I too awake? Are they just in La La Land enjoying the movie, or they're just like me? Like sometimes I wish I was in La La Land. Other times no, because I'm always just like focused on the exit in the back of my head.
Yeah, no, I always look at those people and I'm thinking they're sleeping in the fire. How did they sleep in the fire?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
understand. Well, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I was one of those people. Like my mom didn't teach me anything, so like I taught it, like I learned myself, and I learned how to be aware and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it is
yeah,
definitely learned behavior.
yeah, I can't sleep on the fire. Like I know shit's on literal fire, climate change, like we're extinction level event style shit, and it's just like I'm sorry, but I think like I can't stay calm in this situation because like literally something is going to pop off. I can feel it in my energy. Don't know what it is yet, but something's popping off in this country.
Yeah.
Oh, you're feeling that right now?
I've been feeling it.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Me
Really?
three.
Yeah, it's been making me so anxious.
Like an eerie feeling. I don't know, like a
Yeah.
Yeah, like something bad's gonna happen. I don't know. I just got a bad feeling, you guys. And you can
Yeah.
ask my husband. My feelings are never wrong.
so
My
do you yeah,
not
yeah,
ever.
do you feel it about like the whole country? Is that your vibe? Is that what you're thinking? Like
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think it has to do with election. I don't know.
Do you think that's what it is? Is it like dread? Election dread.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like it doesn't seem like an election. It doesn't even seem like election season. Like it just something seems off and eerie about everything. I don't know. Just
Yeah, no, I'm feeling
Yeah.
that. Seriously.
and
That's
it's
so
like at the movies, I was like I cried a little bit. I don't know. It's just like I'm enjoying this moment. I'm like I'm having a nice moment with my son, and I'm just I don't know. I just feel like this weird feeling,
I know.
like
Yeah.
emotions, a lot of emotions. I don't know.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I have a lot
Yeah.
of emotions right now. What are you doing, Andre? How are you feeling the same way?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah?
yeah. Oh yeah. I feel the
Uh,
same way all y'all feel. Yeah. That's probably why my headspace fucked up. That's why.
Yeah, it's like I just
sure.
want to soak in the moments, and it make the moments make me cry because they're good, and I'm just like, well, I don't know, something just feels eerie.
Yeah.
With that.
Y'all know what? Y'all know what too? You know, I, I'm in the hospital with my mama, man, and stuff, and I'm thinking about well, somebody coming in and do something crazy. Like
Yeah.
I be looking at the exits too. Like she on the
Yeah.
third floor, and ain't no, that I'm looking for the stairway, and just I can't
Oh,
even
and it's
enjoy.
the hospital. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I
Same
don't
when
know. Live
yeah.
like this. How do we live like this? This is how they wear us down, you guys.
Yeah, like I'm
Mm-hmm.
like if, at the pool, like if somebody comes, like okay, we're at the pool, we're kind of like, where do I go? Like, but really, my brain was focused on the movies. Like my son was so happy. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, watch, bam, something's gonna come right now, and the exit sign. I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna hide him as much as I can. I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I was thinking, well, I'm pretty much dead because I'm gonna push him into the projector. I just get started thinking that push him to the
Oh.
projector, and I'm like I, I'm not like super skinny. So like, I'm like, who's going to lift me? Nobody. But that's fine as long as he's safe. And then it's like, and other people are watching the movie. I'm like, damn. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Liz. Enjoy the movie.
Honey, though, I understand that. And your reaction is normal
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
because your reaction, you know, is that's what you would think people would feel with everything going on.
Yeah.
So these people looking at you like you're weird, I'm always like, no, it's you.
Yeah.
You. It's
Yeah.
not me. It's you. you know?
For sure.
Exactly. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Man,
I
y'all
don't
making
Yeah,
me
I
know.
can
emotional.
imagine, Andre, because your mom's in the hospital. That's bad already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got the healthcare system you have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
And then, then you have to worry about somebody popping off in there.
I know. I know. You know, that's yeah. Like I said earlier, that's why my headspace is so fucked up. I'm constantly worrying about everything. I'm worried about my mama, how she gonna pay for this? 'Cause I know Medicare ain't gonna cover it all. I'm worried about, you know, my job. You know, they said I could have 2 weeks off, but you know how these jobs is, Willow. They say one thing, then it's another thing,
Oh,
and
sure.
I'm worried about, I'm supposed to help my friend Forrest, supposed to help him move into Pontotoc Thursday. I don't worry about if I have a car accident, and if I die, then I leave mama. It's just so much shit, just like balls in me. It's just sometimes
Yeah,
I want to just scream, but I do
I
scream,
know.
but
I get it. Yeah.
You got to let it out.
I know,
Go to
I
your
know,
car and scream. Do what you need
yeah,
to do
Yeah.
in a healthy way.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, it's lightning out there.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But yeah, I don't see how we can be in a good headspace right now.
Yeah. It's like
Anybody.
a,
yeah,
yeah, we're just,
I mean, unless you're rich, right?
right. Yeah.
yeah, right,
But you know what? I take a lot of. You know what makes me feel better, you guys? The fact that I know that money does not buy happiness.
it don't,
Oh, no, it does
cause
They
not.
can sit there and just be miserable.
yeah,
A
yeah,
lot of rich
I know
people are,
some
yeah.
miserable motherfuckers. Yes,
Yeah, they sure are.
yeah, yeah,
I'm awful sorry to hear that, Andre. You know I love you, cuz.
yeah, yeah.
I hope
That's
things,
yeah. These last 2 months for me been it's been the roughest. Like man, like every day it's always something in my head just telling me like something gonna happen. Like even going to the hospital, something in my head say you gonna people can't drive as it is in Mississippi. Some of the worst drivers in the world, to be honest with you. And some say somebody gonna hit you, somebody gonna T-bone you. I'm like, come on, man. I try to think positive, I
Yeah,
try. And
yeah.
yeah,
What do you guys do to mellow out? What do you guys
uh,
do?
I usually watch horror movies or I just, I just relax, try to read or just smoke. Just smoking helps.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah,
yeah, and if I'm stressed, I rant. I rant to Travis. So yeah, I just do a lot of those things to help me chill.
yeah.
How
I go
about
to
you,
the gym.
Andre?
I go to the gym. I spend about 2 hours in there
Oh,
running,
Oh,
climbing. I mean, stairmaster and lift weights. I feel pretty good after a workout. I ain't gonna lie to you.
good.
I
I bet you do.
yeah,
You get all those endorphins going.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
what about you, Willow? What do you do?
Um, I'm under so much stress right now, you guys. I'm gonna
Yeah,
just be real
Sorry.
about. I just pop
sorry.
a diazepam or
Oh,
smoke the vape. You know, I'm here. I got like lung problems. The cancer.
Yeah,
And I'm all,
yeah,
I don't give a fuck. Give me my vape.
yeah, yeah. Stay safe, Liz.
Yeah.
okay. Bye, you guys. You can edit. I'm sorry if I fucked up anything.
Bye, Lizzie. See you later.
You good? Bye,
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. See you. Love you guys. Bye.
bye.
Okay, it's you and me, Andre.
All right, all right, Willow. Just one more topic, then I guess we can, cut it out. Um, yeah. You said no. You found out when you found out in May that you had cancer or June? Cause I'm confused.
I think it was June. It was
Yeah.
no the end of May. The end of May.
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
So the end of May, you found out. You thought it was a lymph node. You thought you had not a lymph node, an abscess, but the doctor said it was cancer in your lung.
Yeah.
Like how? Like I know you already got. You're already disabled as it is. How?
Yeah.
How was it? Like I know the anxiety in you had to be all off the charts. Like wow. Like a doctor telling you that you have cancer. Like wow.
Yeah, honestly, you just tell yourself 1 minute at a time. I mean, it's not even one day at a time for me right now. It's like moment to moment sometimes.
Yeah.
So, that's all a person can do.
Yeah.
It sucks having cancer. I'm not old, you know, but a
I
lot
know.
of people that have cancer are not old now. So,
I know. Yeah, little kids got cancer. Like, wow.
yeah.
Like, man. Yeah. At times, I see those St. Jude commercials. I get real emotional because I'm like, man, what if that was my child? Like, whew. Man,
Yeah, I
that.
don't know how I would deal with that. I really, honestly, that would be so hard. And to have the health care system and people working in the healthcare system that are, have made COVID political instead of scientific.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And, they're not masking in neonatal units. They're not masking in cancer wards. They're the treatment areas. They're not doing any of that. And
yeah,
I just don't even know what to say, really.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like this
But
whole country has gone crazy.
I know. To be honest with you, I'm the only one in my hospital that masks. My mama, she
What?
can't. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. Like,
ridiculous.
yeah, my mama, she was in the ICU ward. Now she in a regular room, but none of them masks at the front desk when you got to sign in.
Yeah.
She's not masked. I'm like, people
Oh my
just,
gosh. That's crazy.
I know.
And you're just coming out from surgery. Your immune system is not good.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and so all of that you have to recover from that too. And then people are not masking, and lots of people are getting COVID again. And I
yeah,
don't know, like going to the hospital for me is like I feel like I'm entering like those things that cops train with. Like you shoot this person, you don't shoot that person, that kind of thing. I feel
yeah,
like I'm running through one of those, and I'm the person you're not supposed to shoot, and I'm dodging all this stuff. That's
yeah,
what it's like for me.
yeah. I totally feel bad for that. Like, I hate the way they made COVID political. Like, COVID 2020 was a time where everybody should have came together. If we
Oh
all
yeah,
came together, this
yep.
virus wouldn't be as wild as it is now. Like,
No, not at all. That's the thing, and don't. I mean, do you see the stuff that they have in other countries for COVID, like the tests and everything that are free, that
yeah,
will
and
tell you
Q.
whether it's COVID or the flu or whatever? It'll tell
Mm-hmm.
you COVID or the flu or RSV. It tells you. And we don't even have
Mm-hmm.
those tests here.
No. And in Cuba, I think they had a vaccine that gets rid of COVID. I think so. If I'm wrong, guys watching this, correct me or whatever. But like, we ain't got that here. We just got you got to stick, vaccine. You got to take it every seasonal and all that. It's just healthcare system profit, all about profit.
It is all about profit. And
Yeah.
when I read all the information on what Pfizer had done with the COVID tests or the COVID vaccines, I was like, oh, I'm so glad that I did not get Pfizer. I got Moderna.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I did too.
I was like, I
I
don't know about Pfizer, man. I'm gonna get Moderna.
Oh yeah, well I got a story to tell you. This older lady. She lives in my town. Me and her, close friends. She took the Pfizer shot, and then the next day over, she was itching all over, and it took months and months and months for the itching to go away. Even the doctors couldn't even like stop it. Like she just constantly itching. I'm like, wow, you know, like
Yeah, yeah, that can't be normal.
yeah, yeah,
I itch a lot,
yeah,
and I'm not
yeah.
kidding. Like
Oh
everywhere, and
wow.
it's sometimes it's like it's weird, and I think it's because I live in a more rural area. I mean, it's college town, but there are a lot of farmers, and
Oh okay.
so you know, it's all the pesticides and everything that I'm exposed to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. And talking about land back, like you said, y'all wouldn't be like the indigenous people wouldn't use industrial shit. Y'all grow food the natural way. Like they poison our food, putting
Oh yeah,
um all these chemicals in our foods and shit. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Did you know that? Okay, check this out. Hellman's mayonnaise, okay, just got booted out of Europe.
Oh
It's not
wow.
allowed there. And I have to ask myself, this is just supposed to be mayonnaise. Why is it not legal
I know.
in Europe? They've outlawed a lot of stuff that's still in our food and everything else.
I know.
And they could just do it naturally. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, like there's certain plants that you can plant together that will help each one of them thrive. There's a whole lot of things that just aren't they're not used um, techniques to be sustainable. They're not
Yeah.
used, and
Yeah.
I really, but again, with industrialization, it's never sustainable.
No.
Never.
No. You know. And speaking of sustainable, now they saying that what they said about our meat. Now they saying that we shouldn't eat red meat a lot more now because the methane that the cows produce and all that shit. I'm like, well, shit. Well, if we ain't got to eat red meat, we got chicken. Hopefully, the chicken is organic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't know about red meat right now just because of, you know, the the fact that the bird flu, the avian flu, is, you know,
Oh
passing
yeah,
around all these cows, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't really feel like getting it. you
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah. I'm worried about the bird flu, um, coming to human contact now. That
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
shoot.
it's freaking crazy.
Yeah,
All of these
yeah,
things could be contained if capitalists did not run this country.
yeah. Exactly, exactly. Yep.
And they
Like
do.
I. Yep. Yep. That's why I tell my mama. I said, Mama, Biden and Trump ain't running the country. It's the motherfuckers in the suits that get
Yeah.
away with all these evil shit. Like that's the ones who running the country. Biden and Trump is tokens for the red
Yeah.
team and the blue team. So
Right. I
so
agree with that. You're right
so
on that. Yeah, and
yeah.
it's weird for people to start looking at things like that, like to just, and I think it's hard for people to just accept that we don't really know who's running things
Mm-mm.
necessarily. You know, that's a
You
little
right.
scary. And look what we have now: Trump and Biden.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look,
Oh God. Damn.
Lord, I just don't even know what to say about that. You know, it's like I gotta laugh or I just cry.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to make videos laughing at Biden just to keep from crying
wants
because
to get away with get rid of the ability of Medicare to.
you know
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
like
okay. Okay, 2010. Did you ever think you would see this?
I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
oh no, oh no,
Yeah, me neither. Right?
it, no. like
I mean, like
like
I knew that capitalism was going to devolve. I just had no idea what it would come to.
mm-hmm.
And wow.
Yeah. And hell, in 2010, hell, I thought Obama was gonna deliver that change he promised, but turns out he became just another George Bush and became a war criminal,
Yeah.
and what he did to Syria and shit. So yeah,
Did you
yeah.
hear that conversation that he had? It was a recording of a conversation that he was having when he was just a community organizer
Mm,
um, with this other
mm-mm.
person. And he was saying that they're not necessarily liberals. So I'm like, okay, well that makes a lot of sense now.
They
You
do.
know,
He could
I
serve.
wish I would have known this before I voted for you.
Yeah. I wish I learned this in 2012 when I voted. When I
Hmm.
voted for him for the first time. Shit.
Yeah, that would have been nice to know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he said, oh yeah, I think Obama said something too similar. Like he said, in other countries he'll be a Republican. I think that yeah. So,
That's true. That's actually true.
yeah,
Liberals in this country are right wing.
yeah.
In their
It's a
country, they're considered completely right wing.
yeah, yeah. And Willow, I got one more question. Actually, then we can go. Do you think people will ever be awake? Like it's enough evidence out there now to wake up, but it's like people still in lackadaisical world. Like, what's your thoughts about that?
I'm going to say this. I think the majority of people are going to wake up because they're going to have no choice.
Yeah.
This is not something that they're going to think about and it's going to, bring them to a certain conclusion. They're not going to have any choice. And I worry that it will be too late at that point. But I got to have my faith, man. I have to have my faith in my fellow humans. You know,
Yeah.
that
Right.
that enough of us will wake up and put out the fire.
Yes. I hope so. I have the faith too, my cousin. I have the faith too.
Yep.
Okay, guys. This was a deep conversation and it was needed. I feel so much better right now talking to Thai Peasant. She had to leave because of Storm and Willow, the great fabulous Willow.
About that.
Yeah,
But I love
yeah.
you, cuz. I love
I
you.
love you too. I love you too. Hey Willow, what can people find you at?
I'm on Twitter most of the time, and so you can find me there. It's Willow Back in Black, and so yeah, that's where you'll find me.
Okay. All right. Yeah, guys, that was Willow. Willow, I you invited to come on Tea Time anytime because when you speak, I listen. Like a lot of people, I can't
Oh,
say that about a lot of people.
thank you. I really appreciate that, and I feel the same way about you. You're smart.
Yeah. You
We have a
smart.
lot of the same thought. Oh, I don't know about that,
Ah,
Mister. I have a degree in electrical engineering.
uh,
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, maybe hopefully I find a job in electrical engineering. I can find an alternative to cobalt, so the beautiful
yeah,
children of the Congo won't have to fucking mine for profit. Like I can make
exactly.
I can make batteries that can last a long time and harmless. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Okay, Willow.
all right. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me on. Bye bye.
Bye. Yeah, guys, that was the fabulous Willow. Follow her. Her handle is at Willow Back in Black. I should have made a title to go on the bottom, ticker to go on the bottom of the screen. Um, Ty Peasant had to leave early because she her power went out and she worried about her phone not being charged because she called her boyfriend and stuff and her her kids and stuff. So I'm finna show this video of her needing mutual aid. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let the video play. Um, it's very important. She got kids to feed, cat to feed, and stuff. She need to feed herself. So here we go. I got a mutual aid request from Top Peasant. She says it's summer and it's hard for me to ask for help. I need help with groceries. Any amount helps. The least you can do is retweet my Cash App, which is right here, Liz4285. I'm legit. I've made my mark on here for 4 years now, which is phenomenal. My goal is 200. Let's triple that, y'all. Like we could do it. Like 200. Yeah, that's the bare minimum. Let's triple that. Like if everybody, like 500 people gave $1, like that's enough groceries for a couple of months, I guess. That's how much I need to fill my fridge for my children. Yeah, 500. That's 2 months worth of groceries. That's good. So yeah, guys, that's a cash out right there. Yeah, y'all help my friend. I consider her a great friend and help my co-host out. We doing big things. We coming. We got a show on Rumble called the Andre and TP Network. Check that out too as well. Thank you guys again.